Hey everyone! Today we're going to learn how to do this really fun look. These are pull-through pigtail braids, and you can also do this same look with just one braid going down the center of your head. You can follow the same tutorial. You're just going to skip the step where we make the part down the entire center of our head. And we're just going to need a few things for this look and we will get started. So today we're just going to use 2 sectioning clips. We're going to need a comb, and we'll also need some clear elastic bands. And then if you did want to add some curls to the pigtail, you'll also need a curling iron. The first thing we are going to do is make a part down our entire head, so you're going to use your comb to do this. And I always wear my hair off to the side a little bit, so that's why my part is off-centered, but if you wanted the part right down the middle, then just move it over towards the center. And we're going to use our sectioning clip just to hold that side of the hair away. Now we're going to get started with our braid. So the first thing you're going to do is take a small diagonal section of hair and just tie it off with your clear elastic band. Now the only time that we're going to do this next step is for the top 2 sections of hair on each side. Right now I'm just gently separating that section that I tied off. I'm going to take the tail of that section and just pull it through that little hole that I created. The next thing you're going to do is just grab another small diagonal section of hair. You're going to tie it off with an elastic. Once your second section of hair is tied off, we're going to take the first section that we tied and we're going to split that tail into 2 sections. Now we're going to take the section from the back and pull that tail in between those 2 sections that we just split apart. You're going to clip it off. The 2 sections are going to go to the back, and we're going to take a new diagonal section and incorporate it in with those 2 tails. Now I'm just taking my elastic band again and I'm tying off that section. Everything from here on out is really repetitive, so I'm just going to go over it one more time and then I'll speed things up. So that top section is going to get split into 2 separate sections. I'm going to pull the lower section through in between the 2 tails that I just created, clipping it off. I'm going to take those 2 sections and I'm going to incorporate it in with a new section of hair that I pick up. So the important thing to remember while you're doing this style is that it's always the top ponytail that has to get split into 2 sections. The lower ponytail is always going to be brought up in between those 2 sections, and the 2 tails that are now on the bottom are going to get incorporated in with a new section of hair that you pick up. When you get down to the bottom of your pigtail, you're just going to incorporate any of the leftover hair in with that last section that you tied off. This is one of those styles that definitely appears a lot more complicated than it is. I promise it's actually really easy once you get the hang of it. It's just the 2 steps over and over again you're going to be repeating. So before you get started, if you feel like you're going to have some trouble with it, I would definitely just practice picking up the sections and splitting the hair before you start tying all of your hair back with an elastic band. Now we're going to start to loosen up our braid. So you're just going to gently pinch the sections of hair that are tied off. And I would start really gentle at first. If you pull it too much, then you're not going to be able to get it back the way you want it. So always start with less and then you can do more if you want the braid to get bigger. So just all around, just gently pinch those sections of hair. When it's at a spot where you like it, then just go to the next side and we're going to do the same exact thing. And we are just about done with this style. The last thing I'm going to do is just remove some of my shorter pieces around my face for a softer look. So you can just gently remove some hair from that braid in the front if you want to. And I'm taking my curling iron, I'm just touching up a few of my curls.